Part 2 of discussing this trade that the Rams made with the Falcons in the first round of this year's NFL draft, as there is more to discuss on this. And apparently, this was the Rams' third option in the first round. Because according to Diana Rossini, the Rams tried to trade into the top 10 to take Arizona wide receiver Ted McMillan, in which he ended up going 8th overall to the Carolina Panthers. And then once both of the top 2 tight ends in Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland went in the top 15, the Rams immediately pivoted and decided to trade the 26th overall pick and move out of the first round entirely. And that's how we ended up with this trade. Now, myself and a vast majority of Rams fans are very happy with this decision. But I did get some comments and some DMs from a small percentage of Rams fans who were disappointed with this move and wish that we held on to the 26th overall pick to select either Jihad Campbell, who ended up going 31st overall to the Philadelphia Eagles, or Will Johnson, who is still available in the second round. And look, I totally get that thinking. Both Jihad Campbell and Will Johnson would fill immediate positions of need at inside linebacker and cornerback respectively. And those who tuned into my live stream in the first round know that I kept saying, let's take Will Johnson at number 26. But once we made this trade with the Falcons, I started to realize that this type of move benefits us more and provides a lot more flexibility for us moving forward. First off, Snead and McVay completely fleeced the Falcons in this move. The fact that we got their 2026 first round pick out of this is absolutely incredible. There is a high probability that this extra first round pick we now have will be a top 20 overall pick in next year's draft. And we don't have to wait until 2026 to cash in on this pick. We could use it as a trade piece during this year's trade deadline to bring in a veteran superstar who can help us win a Super Bowl immediately. Do you all remember when we brought in Von Miller at the trade deadline during the 2021 season to help us win a Super Bowl that year? Yeah, we can make a similar move this coming season that we did back in 2021. There's going to be a veteran superstar available at this year's trade deadline. There always is. And if we feel that he could help us win a Super Bowl this coming season, well, then we could use that extra first round pick as part of a trade package to bring that guy in. And if we decide not to go that route, well, then we could use those 2 first round picks that we now have to move into the top 5 in next year's draft and select a guy like Arch Manning. The point is that we have options now, and we will just see how things go throughout this coming season. Sean McVay and Les Snead recently said that there are a ton of great players that will be available in the later rounds of this year's draft, which made their decision to move out of the first round that much easier. The Rams front office has hit on so many picks in the third round or later since returning to LA in 2016. Tyler Higbee, Cooper Kupp, Kobe Turner, Byron Young, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, and many others were all taken in the third round or later by the Rams and were major contributors to this team's success. This is where Snead and McVay do their best work. I've said it many times before, and I will say it again. In Snead and McVay we trust, let them cook. Their track record speaks for itself. We'll see how the rest of this draft goes for the Rams. I will be making videos all weekend on the picks that we do end up making. Let me know what you think should happen in the rest of this draft. And as always, go Rams.